So, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Okay, so let's begin, yeah?
Sure. All right. Question number one. Why did you start PC Architect?
So, well, I wanted to make games, obviously, because, well, it's always fun. It looked like a fun activity, and, well, we always made like simple games where you just run, shoot, and like jump. But I didn't really like those kind of games. Like you usually see them on like mobile platforms, but I don't really like them. I like more like in-depth games like simulations, more like of tycoon games actually. But
Mm-hmm.
so my friend actually suggested this idea of a game where you build PCs and the main idea of it was that you can build your dream PC, and I don't know, it just sounded like something that I would like to create, and that was the beginning of PC Architect actually.
Yeah. All right. So, question number two. How hard is it to fix bugs?
So bugs, well, it always depends on what kind of debug it is, because sometimes it is really easy. Like the easiest bugs are usually the visual ones, where you just need to like upload the new texture or something like that. But there are some bugs that take you like weeks to fix, and that's the those kinds of bugs are really annoying. Like I remember when I started working on the inventory system for this
Mm-hmm.
game, there were all kinds of bugs, like items were disappearing, and I spent like at least, I don't know, like 2 months, like 2 or 3 months just on the inventory system, and yeah, there were all kinds of bugs. Like there are even bugs with inventory like right now, and I would
Mm-hmm.
say that they are the most like annoying and the most
Yeah.
difficult to fix.
So, how hard are the bugs that are currently in the beta? Like, I'm sure you've seen in the
Yeah, yeah,
selection. Yeah, the like second PC case disappears, and then
yeah,
like.
yeah. I see. Like, well, it was kind of scary actually when I first released the beta of 1.3, but because there were way more bugs than right now. But I don't know. Right now there are some, like the second PC, like those
Yeah.
bugs were, but because it's only like on the second PC, like not on
Mm-hmm.
all of them, it should be kind of easy to resolve, because, well, I just need to look
What's
at
different?
how, yeah, yeah, like what's different, like how, why others work and why that one doesn't work. Well, it's not that difficult actually.
Oh yeah, one other thing. Another bug that I noticed in the beta, in the top right, you know where like it shows
Calendar.
what competitions going on right now.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It has the box. The box isn't fully over that.
yeah. So that's like a really old bug,
Oh.
like from the actually it was from the first versions of the game, but I think it only happens in the leap year, and I haven't fixed it. It shouldn't be that difficult to
It's not
fix.
that big. I don't notice
Yeah,
it that often.
it's just a visual bug, but
Yeah.
like it's annoying actually. But
Yeah.
I haven't managed to fix it yet. But I haven't done much work on it actually.
So, now going back to the questions. What is your favorite thing about PC Architect?
So, as I said, I like more in-depth games, with in-depth mechanics. I
Mm-hmm.
don't say that PC Architect is very in-depth, but I like its mechanics.
Yeah.
I
Simple
like
but complex.
well, yeah, something like that. Something that you can play like it. It's not overcomplicated, but it has its well, you can find it interesting in some ways.
Yeah. All right. So, what did you? I know this is like a lot of people running this. So, what did you have to cut out of the Christmas update, and why?
Okay, so we hyped up this update.
Oh
I
yeah.
uploaded a photo of a cooler,
Mhm.
and we have all the textures for coolers and things like that. But as you see, the version is already very buggy, and I only introduced the new UI and inventory system, and so I wanted to add coolers, but as
Yeah.
well, a lot of bugs already. There are a lot of bugs already, and well, I think I will add them in another update because well, now it just well, it took already a lot of time and to to add those coolers right now it would take well even more time and well it has been a long time since I released an update, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's what is
Yeah.
missing
I get
from it.
what you mean. Were you planning to add in like SLI and Crossfire in the Christmas update too?
Yes, so it was planned in the beginning. After some time, I thought more about it, and it became clear that I won't be able to bring it in. I still hope to add coolers, but well, yeah, SLI and the Crossfire were planned, but like in the very early stages. But I think I should be able to add them with coolers in the next update, like 1.4.
That'd be great. All right. So, about how many people are on the dev team? Like,
Dev team. So we have 4 people, like four. We are a team of friends, so
mm-hmm.
we all know each other in the real life, and right now we are only a team of 3 people because well at least on the PC architect we are working only 3 people. I am the only programmer and the other 2 guys are artists. They are drawing parts and well those coolers that are not added in yet, but we have one more person. So as I said, we are a team of 4, but
Mm-hmm.
at this moment we are working only 3 people on PC architect.
Yeah. Did you know that on the so you know how the instead of Titan GPUs you have Satan or Saturn GPUs?
Yes,
So
so
on the Titan on one of the Titan models, it instead of saying like the in-game name Saturn, it says Titan written on the GPU.
yeah, that's actually quite strange.
Your mic lagged out. Can you repeat that? Hello? I can't hear you if you're talking right now. I can't hear you if you're talking right now. Talk? Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh,
It stopped for a bit. Like right as you went
okay.
to explaining that, your mic just stopped. I don't know if it was me
Oh,
or you.
I think that can be Discord actually, because
Yeah.
that sometimes happens for you too.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay, so yeah, it is kind of crazy that that no one noticed it. So I think someone only noticed it like yesterday or today actually.
Yeah, I was
And
looking at it. I was looking at the GPUs because I'm doing a benchmark. I'm benchmarking all of the high end GPUs
oh,
together against each other. It requires me to grind up to 4,000 Bitcoin, which is going to be a while. But I'm
yeah.
benchmarking them all against each other, and I want to see which one's more effective. Oh yeah, the last question relates to that. But anyway,
Yeah, so that part was like in the game for like at least a couple of weeks, and it was only,
yeah.
well, discovered now.
All
That's
right.
kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Um. So how many beta testers are there? Like an estimate.
So somewhere around 3,000, I think, because well, not all of them are active, of course, but at least something around 3,000 people at least
Have the
joined
beta.
the beta. Yeah, but I don't know if all of them are active still. Probably not.
Yeah. I just noted the beta was full, so I had to message you to get it.
Yeah, it was like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It was set to 2,500, I think, and now I set it to 4,000, I think.
Awesome. More people getting involved with the game should stimulate it
Yeah,
more.
of course.
So, uh, what should people who want to be more involved with PC Architect do?
So, of course, I would suggest to join our Discord server because, well, I'm not always active there, but it is way more easier to communicate there. It's amazing that people suggest ideas, and the most like amazing thing in that Discord server, at least to me, is the marketplace. The people
Mm-hmm.
have created their own like kind of a game that, well, it's not really a game, but they are like competing against each other, making their own parts, making their own companies, and
Yeah.
that's just crazy to me.
Yeah. That a Discord server in a game could just unite so many people together. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's really cool.
So are you working on other games than PC Architect at the moment?
So I can't really say much about this, but let's just say that, well, as I said previously, we are a team of 4 people, and only 3 people are working on PC Architect. So that one person is probably doing something other than PC Architect.
Hint, hint. All right.
Yeah, a little
So,
bit.
what is the end goal for PC Architect? Like, what do you plan on ending it soon, or is there like a long term, like, way to go?
Okay, so we have a lot of things that we want to add to the game, but it will take a lot of time, I think, because well, well, it takes a lot of time to add new features, and especially with the ones like multiplayer, they are extremely like difficult to add, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we will like at least we will work on PC Architect at least for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and like I imagine that the last big update would be something with the multiplayer, and yes, I think the last big update would be something with multiplayer.
Oh, so going off our questions, how would what do you want the multiplayer to be? Like competitive or like how?
Yeah, I want to bring some competitive aspects to the game. It would make it more fun, but I would also like to make it that people could trade their parts. People could sell their parts like actually in the internet, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that. Well, of course, actually, it would be amazing if people could like compete with each other. That would actually be
Yeah, like
great.
putting
But
like instead of competing with like bots, you would compete
yeah,
with
yeah,
real people. Like you would set a budget. That'd be pretty cool. I
yeah,
gotta say.
yeah. That's cool. But like, I really want that people could actually sell and buy parts from actual people too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. That'd be interesting. That would change the aspect of the game a lot, but I think it would be for the better. So,
Yeah.
what can the community do to shape the game?
So we we had some people that wanted to join our team to help to develop the game, but we are not at that stage yet where we could get other team members on board, because well, we have four a 4-person team, and that is like quite enough for us. It gets quite difficult to work with more people, but we always need more beta testers, and we always need more suggestions, and people can really contribute to this project just by suggesting new ideas and helping to test the game.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, this is a question. I don't know how you will respond to this. It would either be a definite yes or definite no. But will you add in ads if it comes to it?
So we actually it's quite strange, because we do actually have ads in the game, but well, we didn't want to make them like annoying, like in some games where
Oh
you
yeah.
just play and they just pop up, and you have to watch an ad. It just makes the game like less fun, and there are actually ads in PC Architect. When you complete a benchmark, there is a button where when you
Oh
press
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah. You
button,
can
you
double.
see an ad. Yeah, yeah, you get a double reward, and you, well, you see an ad there, but we don't. I
Yeah.
don't know. At this moment, we don't plan on like
It's not all about
forcing
being
forcing
profitable.
ads. Yeah, yeah, it's not really about that.
So I'm going off script here. So why? I'm a little bit confused about your pricing for the Bitcoin in the dark web. That's a little bit. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I just see. I feel like the way you did the pricing, you just tried to smack it in there as fast as possible, just to get it in there. Because if you look at it, if I have it right now on my phone, I can pull it up. Some of the Bitcoin are the same as buying as the same amount of Bitcoin but bigger. I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense to me.
Like, it doesn't make sense to buy more. Like,
Here, if it'll start up. Oh god. Oh yeah, the beta. I've noticed how the beta is a little bit laggier. Like when you click on a button, there's a bigger delay between when you click on it and when it pulls it up.
I
In
don't
then
know.
in.
Well, it could be because well, there are more
Oh
textures
yeah, yeah,
actually.
probably.
Well, but it could also be that it's not not the full version, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you upload like to the Google Play, I think it has like its own optimizations
Okay, so
of the
it
full
says
version.
2 Bitcoins is 99 cents, and it says 5 Bitcoins is 99 cents. I mean that doesn't make much sense to me. But like 50 Bitcoins for 2.99. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Well,
But you
I
have two of
think
them for the same price in there.
well, yeah, that's strange, but I think that could be because of different countries. Because well, when I see it, the prices are different actually,
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm in
but
America.
for the different countries, well, because of different taxes and like that and stuff like that, the prices change. But I think they should be different actually.
Uh,
Well,
not
well,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't do a lot of research on that. I just like yeah, implemented them and it seemed like to work,
yeah.
but as it seems right now, it doesn't in some cases.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in America. Nothing works here. Okay, so what are some features you want to add into the game? Like
So,
really, really badly.
like that I want to add. Well, at this moment, like the biggest features and the people, the players seem to want them badly too, like the SLI and Crossfire.
Oh god, it's
And
all over the suggestions. It kills me.
yeah, that's the most popular one. And what else? Coolers. But that's like well, at least I hope that we will add them soon. But like the biggest like thing that I want to do is the multiplayer. But
Yeah.
at least at this point we can't really can't really do it because well the game needs to be more balanced and well multiplayer won't help with that.
There's no point in having multiplayer if your game's gonna crash on launch. I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's that wouldn't be like a good idea. And actually, the game is not like difficult to hack. And well, if we will have a competitive multiplayer, well, it will be a big problem. So we
Yeah.
first need to solve those kind of issues.
hmm So, what are some features you don't want or can't add into PC Architect?
So at least what we can. So multiplayer, because well, because of those reasons like
Yeah.
hacking and instability. But what I don't want to add, I don't know. Like
You're open
there
to
were
all
some.
ideas right now?
Well, at least I'm open to think about them. I don't think that I will add everything, but well, there were some ideas that I didn't really like. Like someone suggested to make like bitcoins easier to mine, but
Oh, yeah,
I think that we will add actually like a cost of electricity and something like that. It would. I think it needs to be actually even more difficult, or at least like
yeah.
there
Yeah.
would be some kind of challenge. Because if it would be even easier, I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it's too
then you just
easy.
have people. Well, I think I'm at like 2050 right now.
Yeah, that's decent.
I noticed the Satan. Oh, what was the best model of it? The Satan, I think it was like the V or something. It had a
Yeah.
massive price degradation, and you patched it recently, like
So
today or
yeah,
yesterday or something. It was down to like 17 bucks. I was like, I was
So yeah,
comparing it.
yeah.
It
The
was.
story behind that was that I was like implementing those parts like I think it was nighttime, like at least an
Mhm.
hour in the night, I think, and I was kind of I was well, I was working for the whole day and I was quite exhausted, and I think that. That Saturn part was the last, I think, part that I added, and I forgot to change the price, so it turned out to be very cheap.
Oh yeah, really cheap.
So
So
yeah, then I fixed it like a couple of days ago, I think.
yeah, when did you start PC Architect? Like, you don't need to give me the exact date, but like average or some place.
It was sometime in the beginning of 2017. I think it was like the first or the second month. Yeah, something around then. I think we with our team wanted to make something big in 2017, so we started like thinking of different ideas in the beginning of the year, and I think it was somewhere around that time when we started working on the game.
Mm-hmm. All right. So when did you start programming? Like, when was your first experience with programming?
So I'm programming now for like 2.5, yeah, something like that, 2.5 years. So first of all, I'm like, uh, I think it started in the ninth grade, where we had a programming lesson. Well, it was really basic. It was just the fundamentals of programming, but it looked pretty interesting to me. So I started to search for tutorials online. So then I thought that it would be actually way more interesting to make games than just like simple programs and things like that. So I started to look up on different tutorials, and yeah, that's how I started making games actually.
Hmm. All right. So this one I came up right before doing it with you. Around how many lines of code do you think are in PC Architect?
I have actually wondered that myself like a couple of months ago, I think. Well, I haven't counted. Well, it's not that difficult actually to count, but there are a lot of files, and I would need to count. I would estimate around, well, it would be more than 1,000, more than, well, yeah, let's just say more than 1,000 lines. That's for sure.
That's some dedication. So I know you might not want to answer this, and you don't have to, but what like, what are the algorithms for determining who wins benchmarks and who wins bit and who get and how quick you get Bitcoin mining? This would make my life a
So
lot easier if I knew this, so my benchmark wouldn't be impossible.
yeah, so when I first thought how well when I started doing those algorithms, wasn't really great at programming. Well, I thought that it would be even more realistic just to like put in the benchmark scores myself, look it up on the internet and to to write it in the game. Well,
Mm-hmm.
like not I thought that I wouldn't do any kinds of algorithms, but then I started to try it out. I just tried to multiply the specs of different parts by different amounts, and then I just looked up at real life benchmarks, and well, I don't know. I spent like at least a week just messing around, trying different things with those algorithms, and then I kind of saw that it is actually possible to to create a pretty realistic algorithm, and so I don't know. It took at least like a couple of weeks to test out different ways, different well, it's not actually that difficult. It just took a lot of practice, a lot of testing. It's just different values multiplied with different amounts, different numbers.
Yeah. Are you gonna make it so you don't have to have a GPU in your computer for it to work?
Also dedicated graphics cards
Yeah.
with, yeah. So right now I'm not planning to add that anytime soon, but I think that it will it will be added at some time, but
Mm-hmm.
there are other priorities right
Yeah.
now.
Um. Anything you want to clear up for the community? Let anybody know anything? Uh.
I don't know. Well, um, I just want to let everyone know that, well, I have a life too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, sometimes personal stuff gets in the way of game development, and sometimes like I don't really have much time, but well,
You have
I hope that
priorities.
yeah, sometimes you don't really get much time. Well, I hope that 2018 will be better.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I really liked 2017. It was actually really amazing for me and my team. But yeah, we have even bigger goals in 2018.
Let's just hope you don't overhype them.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
not try to do that.
Uh, how many hours did you put in on the Christmas update just trying to get it to like come out before the 2018?
Well, it's difficult to say, but well, my usually my like well how I develop updates, I usually start like uh, kind of um, well very productive at first because at first everything goes really well. Everything well, you see a lot of like progress. Everything is easy to add, and after some time you mess up some things don't work like they should. Then you are spending like half of the time to fix the things that you already broke, and then the other half to like add new things. And well, the more time you take, the more actually difficult it gets. And by the time I release like the beta update, it gets well very buggy. It
Oh
gets
yeah.
very annoying, and well, it's not very productive. And at first I didn't really plan to release that update before Christmas, but then we cut off some of the features. We thought that we will release that update before Christmas. I started like every day, like I see, oh, it's Christmas is is getting near.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I have less and less time. So then like it was, I think, at least a week or two left before Christmas. Then I started like working during nights, at least a couple of hours,
Mhm.
getting less and less sleep, and then that's the time when it gets the most difficult, because when you haven't slept well, you need to fix books, you need to add new features, and you need to do everything fast. That's when everything gets out of control. And well, I think that's one of the reasons why that update didn't come before Christmas.
Yeah. You guys still put in a ton of work. I thank you for trying to get it out. It's great. When it comes out to everybody on Android that isn't using beta, then it'll be even better.
Yeah, I hope that well that well, as you see, there are still quite some bugs left, but I took a look at them, and it seems like I estimate in about a week or actually less. I think the update should be launched to everyone.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you for your time. I understand
Yeah,
it's very
okay, thank
valuable.
you.
You spend a lot of time working on this game with all them bugs. Keep up the great work. PC Architect community's rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Uh,
Okay,
I guess
thank
I'll
you.
talk to you later.
Okay,
All right.
goodbye.
Goodbye. That is my interview with GFG Ignas. Holy crap.